Traders, what's up? Welcome back to another Relentless recap. My webcam, I don't know, something happened to my computer when the live stream ended, and I don't know what in the world's going on. Everything's out of whack. My webcam is just in the depths. But anyhows, welcome back to another quick recap. All right, so this one is going to be 10 minutes, short and sweet. Let's just jump into it. Remember though, our disclaimer, let's not forget that. Remember that day trading is risky. These are not the typical results. And remember, copy trading does not work here on the channel. Other than that, remember, I will never message you first. Be careful of fake accounts. All right, with that being said, let's jump into it. So today we're up $3,000. We were able to recover all of yesterday's losses, but the last week and a half, the last 2 weeks have been like a seesaw. It has been not consistent trading, and so we got to get ourselves going here to end out this year strong. I'm looking forward to now pressing on the attack and finishing out this year on the stronger side. So let's talk about a couple of the stocks we traded. Let's also talk about how we manage risk. We'll also take a look at the scanners to show you guys here how we found the stocks that we're trading today. Okay, so let's pull up Momo of the Pro. Momo of the Pro. Where are we? Where's Momo Pro? There it is. So I came in and I found my stocks utilizing this software as I usually do. My high of day momentum scanner also works as a gap scanner here. This one, I mean, it's primarily a gap scanner, let's say. This one, I logged on this morning, checked out what was moving. We had PSQH up 200%, a couple others, ZJK, CTNT, and a few others. If we're to come over to the chat room and check out the alert section, you guys will see that I rolled up my watch list here pretty early, around 9:20 a.m. CTNT, SOAR, PSQH, ZJK, and CHRS. SF, I did hear in the review that you didn't see this one. Brother, I'm not sure how you missed it. And this one was pretty high up on the list here. But anyhows, CTNT was my main stock, so we'll start with that one. I thought that had the most potential at the open, but as we know, sometimes a stock that looks the strongest may not always be the one that goes. So CTNT, I mean, just aggressive pre-market chart. The pre-market traders, more than likely had a really good day. This thing went from 214 up to about 930. Really impressive move. And you can see, coming into the open, it's like trading the open almost didn't even make any sense because whilst pre-market gave this beautiful, luscious move, 364%, this is the nonsense we had. Chop and sideways action, which honestly, was it worth it? Probably not, especially not in comparison to that pre-market move. At best, I was up 800 bucks. Trying to buy a little lower, trying to sell a little higher, but just couldn't really get a good gauge on the range. Some areas I'd get in nicely, get a good trade, but then get chopped out the next time around, like right here. So I tried getting in on this red candle in this area here, in this zone. Got chopped out. It went all the way down to lows. I'm in, stopping out lower as it goes down. But we were hoping we could break over this level here and then perhaps continue with the same type of aggression that we saw pre-market with big green candlesticks, but that did not happen. We would have loved to see something up here above like 10, but hey, all part of the deal. So, we got 300 bucks. We came out of there unscathed, and green was good. Moving on, I think CHRS was also on the watch list. This one here, we were green, I think, to red. Sometimes when there's so much moving, opportunity will cost. This is another stock that was trending up, and we thought into the open we could see something, a bit of a pullback, in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but we know we could have seen a red to green here, and that's exactly what happened. A bit of a flat top breakout over this level here around $2, and this thing took off, man. Opportunity did cost a little bit, but we had trouble trading the stock. I think we were green to flat. I mean, today was such a messy day. If I'm to show you guys like my trader view and how many times I'm like, I think the win-loss comparison, I think I made today about 8 to 9,000. About 9,000, I retained 3,000 of it. Just terrible. Just pretty bad. But anyhows, this one in the early eight, and let's put on the show trade so we know exactly where we traded this thing. I can't even remember. Okay, so okay, yeah. So break of two, I was a little late. Break of two, I missed, but then over the highs right here at like 30 is where I started watching. But the issue that I had is that I was distracted, and so this thing would give a nice dip, and I'm nowhere to be seen. Right? I'd look away. I'd start talking about something, and sometimes being focused, man, on just one stock. So highs 230, lows 23. Highs 30, lows 26. And then we broke over this level here. And so there was a resumption on at this exact time of 9:55 a.m. So breakout of 30 was going to be a key level, and of course the bottoming wicks. If we look at stock ZJK, 9:55 resumption, we're at 9:55 resumption right on this candle here. So I'm like, okay, let me switch away to this one quickly. Then I'll come back to the other one, and I can maybe get both. I trade this resumption. I could have I used only 300 shares. It's a little expensive. It's been a choppy start to the day. I only made like 40 cents. Like 40 cents? No, no, no. What's 150? 150 is 50 cents. Yeah, I made like 42 cents, but I should have made almost like $2 a share. So I didn't really get the trade properly. It halted up again, I believed. And then we dipped and ripped over here. So in coming to this stock to get a quick trade, I literally sadly missed the breakout. And sometimes you just wish the timing would go a little bit better. Which stock was that? CHRS. You wish the timing would be a little bit better, because I came back and this thing is already at 40, and it's like, oh man, like I had 7,000 share blocks. If I could have captured 10 cents on that move, like, it's a big difference. $750 difference, right? $750 difference. So that was something that I was a little disappointed of here. The pullback, which came to 32. You can see total shares here, 33.8, 22,000 shares. Let's see, 33. I don't think I made that much on this. In fact, where did we sell majority of this? 33, we sold majority 30. Well, we made a little something. So 35, 34, 38, the best exit. 38 was the best exit on this particular position. But it's better if we could have held more of this, because I think it was over like 3 trades. But it's better if we could have held more of that position going up. But as we can see, we only had 40, and then from here it was back down. I took 30, I tried 32, 33. I'm in a little high. It came down below my level. And where I was hoping we could hold up and keep going, that was the end of it. So the next stock, sadly, and I'm saying sadly because GWAV, was it this one? Did I trade this one early? No, 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 no. I don't know if it was, there was one CTOR. Which one was it? There was one of them where, oh, SOAR. Okay, SOAR. This one here, man. Red 350, 360, 370. Disappointing because I came to the end of this move. I think if I saw it down here, but again, opportunity wasn't gonna cost. If I saw it here, from what I saw on this stock in the last like 3 potential trade opportunities up here, if it moved how it was moving here, down here, all the way up, this right here, this green streak right here alone is like 5-6K for me. This is very reminiscent of like 3 weeks ago when we had these penny stocks, right? At least the last, again, data was short-lived. The last like 30-40 seconds of this candle. So I got a quick trade of up like 150, and then I tried. Is a good entry. I don't get the fill. I should have been up like 3 something, 400 maybe 300, let's say. And then I tried again, but the stock was coming down here and I got some slippage. Ended up going green like 120 to red. So this was a pretty big loss. I mean, I got obliterated here. 36,000 shares, 44.4. I'm out 43. That's 400 and like another 125. So that's like a $525 loss on that trade, which is, oh, I came at the end of it. This loss is fine to take if I'm already up 5-6K, and then, you get back 500 off the top, but missed it, man. This day was getting so frustrating. I was complaining. I got to do a better job, man, of complaining. I got to stop complaining on the stream. I keep saying, oh, man, how you feel? I'm like shaking my head, smiling in disbelief, but gotta just lock in, man. So it wasn't really up until, let's see, GWAV, but okay, CTOR, was there anything here? Only 150. But I think this was another stock we were green 800 on and then like gave it back. We got green 800 here in a series and sequence of hive day breakouts and baby pullbacks. So over 163. You guys can see that I'm getting long around 160. I'm watching this area here. Baby pullbacks, meaning we had a high, we would give a small dip, and then it would rip again, right? Continuously throughout this area here. So we got about 800 in gains. Did okay on this area, but then towards the back half, just gave everything back in just a few candlesticks over here. Wasn't able to add much in this sequence, and then gave everything back rather quickly. Just disappointing. And then ZJK is mentioned, we had the dip and rip out of the second halt. That's what this one was. And then lastly, the real stock of the day that got us to where we needed to be, GWAV. And boy, did I have a hard time with this one in the first, like this entire move here. Like the first move, I don't know, I couldn't do anything, man. Like the slippage and the fills, like right here, I was getting destroyed. And then I think it wasn't up until, I think even here I got destroyed. It wasn't up, let's get rid of the show trades for now. It wasn't up until right here that I started to really do well. And because I had so much trouble, I think I was a little blinded to the fact that I could have increased my share size. And I only stuck with 16,000 shares instead of pushing up to like maybe 30 or so. I didn't test the limits here on GWAV. So highs 74, everything here. I mean, I tried a lot of this again was like the baby pullbacks, small dips, trying to get the pops. But it wasn't like until over here when we finally had this move is where I got something out of the stock. I mean, this is insane, right? That I did everything in just this small area here. GWAV, man. But it really had some good range, right? Because was it 65 to 87? And then we had backside. Even the backside, some people traded this zone here. Got a couple of bounce opportunities. But this was quite impressive to see the range on this thing. I mean, from 1037 to 1058, right? 20-minute stretch. We go from 50 cents to 87 cents. Pretty impressive. So GWAV, a series of trades, getting in and out, hyper scalping to move up. We were able to lock in some gains. And so I think, a day like this could have easily been like a 6-7K day. If I'm to retain all my gains, right here I was green 400, I went red 400. SOAR, again, as mentioned, green 125, caught the big loss at the end of it. $500 red trade, red on this one. And so forth and so on. Or CTNT, green 800, and then give him back. And I think it was green 400 flat, then green 800, then gave back. So, having to retain more. And then on CTNT, there was an area here. Man, I could have done so much better on this. In this one area, the stock was so linear. And you gotta just be so quick to react, man. Sometimes I fall victim to not reacting fast enough. Where was it? Right here. In this bottoming wick, because, we had a bit of a bull flag. We're consolidating sideways. It breaks down and reclaims. I bought a little high. I had some lag as well. High fill, missed the bottom. 70 was our resistance. 70 was our resistance, right? If we're to draw a bit of a line, 70 right here. 70, about 70, 75 our resistance. And sadly, this thing came to 70 because 69 we were having trouble. Thing came to 70, held above 70. I didn't jump in. You know, part of it's like, man, I missed this move here. To take it at 70 is a little high, but just gotta take it. From 70, it rips up to 8. From 8, it rips up to 820, and then it pulled back. It pulled all the way back to 745, but wasn't done. From 745, ripped all the way up to 810 and then 824. We sadly rejected 810, but just, you know, forget everything else. Forget all these ups and downs. Just this area alone, man. Just this one area alone, if I'm to do well in this sequence, especially if I'm to catch this bottom again and then back up. This right here alone, forget every other candlestick that ever existed. This right here alone is 3K. This right here alone. Because remember the range. 34, 734 to $8. 755 to 820. 745 to 810. When you have 2,500 3K shares and you're making 25 cents, 45 cents, another 30 cents, boom, you're 80 cents plus $1 a share in just a couple trades. But threading the needle and not, you know, getting those higher fills or by really buying early is what got me a bit of a lag, so I couldn't really get out and get back in, because when I try to sell fast, I get the stupid error that comes up, and then if the stock is going down, it takes me an extra couple more seconds to sell, and it's just a disaster. So, but yeah, that was the day, guys. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I gotta fix my webcam. I mean, just I don't know what happened to my computer, man. During the live stream, and just everything just went black. My computer started sounding. I thought it was gonna explode, and now like my webcam setting is like messed up. So we'll work and try to fix it. But yeah, stay safe, stay green. Hit that thumbs up. Quick recap here, and I'll catch you guys next time.